My name is Maddie and welcome to Baking Tips with Maddie Gioia. Today, as you can see, we're doing something very different because we're going to start doing recipes now. Many of you have requested it, and so I'm here to do whatever you guys want. For this first recipe, we are going to do something that I particularly love, which is bread. Anything bread, I'll take it, except sometimes, well, most of the times, you have to wait hours to get bread. So today, I'm bringing you a recipe that you can have it from this to in your belly in less than an hour. So let's get started. It's a honey wheat walnut raisin quick bread. So let me get you over the ingredients so we can get started. Here we have all-purpose flour, whole wheat flour, baking soda, salt. Again, this is a raisin and walnuts. You can do whatever you want. You can do raisins and pecans. You can do currants, cranberries, whatever you'd like. Here I'm using golds and dark raisins. These walnuts, I toast them a little bit just because they bring out the flavor. You don't have to toast them, but I encourage it. Butter, room temperature, egg, buttermilk, and honey. So, and your stand mixer, but you can also do it by hand if you'd like. What we're gonna do is we are going to first add all of our dry ingredients. Good. Preferably all inside. We are just going to mix it a little bit. There we go. And then we're just going to start adding, there's some left. We are going to start adding our wet ingredients. I am going to whisk the eggs a little bit, just to help them out a little bit. And then, let's start. Let's add the eggs, the butter, buttermilk, and if you don't have buttermilk, you can always go to one of our tips where I teach you how to make buttermilk in no time. Honey, which I previously greased my measuring cup just so it would come out easy. And then before I end the mixing process, I am going to add my add-ons because you don't want to overmix this, because if you overmix the dough, the gluten is going to develop and then you're going to get a hard bread, which we don't want. Okay. So now this is what you're looking for. And this bread works perfectly because even though we're not using yeast, we don't have to leaven it. But the buttermilk works with the baking soda and activates it, which helps the leavening process in this particular bread. And so let me just get it out of the way. What we're going to do now is flour our working surface. You want to make sure nothing sticks. It is kind of sticky, which is why you need to flour your surface. But with a matter of just a little bit of muscle, we will get it out and get it together. Look at that. I mean, what beats freshly baked bread? And this, if you have a brunch, last week I did another version of this bread for a brunch I had. I just woke up a little bit earlier than usual. I whipped this up, and by the time my guests arrived, the bread was out of the oven, fresh, and people just went crazy for it because it's so good that it's ridiculous. And so I think I'm gonna need a little bit more. You don't wanna overdo it with the flour, but of course, you do wanna make sure that, you see? And I forgot my bench scraper, so I'm just gonna have to do it like this. And then you want to knead it together just to make sure that everything is well combined. And you see, I mean, this is really the hardest part of this recipe. Just making sure it's well mixed. But that's, I mean, you can do this with your kids. You can do this with anyone really, because it's super easy. However, we want to make sure, look at that. I mean, it's just pure glory. And you're going to take this to a 400 Fahrenheit oven. Of course, that's alright. You have to preheat it before you start doing this at a 400-degree oven, and take a 9-inch baking pan. I am going to use my cast iron skillet just because I think it works awesome with this. You don't have to. You can just take a baking pan, a cake pan, whatever you have, a Pyrex, whatever that's big enough for it to grow, and let it rise. So, and then with the help of a sharp knife, here it is, let's just use this. You are going to make a little cut, like a cross, like an X, sorry, right here. And then to give it a little bit more of a rustic look, you can dust a little bit of flour. Okay, you're going to bake this for 45 minutes, 45 to 50 minutes, depending on your oven. But for the first 20 minutes, you're gonna cover it lightly with some aluminum foil. Like this. And in the oven it goes. Okay, so our bread is out of the oven. It took about 55 minutes because my oven is a little off. But you will know that your bread is ready when you hear this. When you hear that hollow sound, that means, my friends, that we have arrived to glory. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you what it looks like. And this is a bit hot, but that's the only way to eat bread, right? And this, my friends, is the way to my heart. Ooh, look at that. Look at that crumb. This, my friend, is glory. No, wait. Butter. This is not glory. Thank you for watching. You'll find the link to the recipe in the box below, and don't forget to subscribe. See you next time.